Hello, bibliophiles. So, there are some stories that we read and then just finished, but there are some stories that basically leaves a trace within us. Even if we have basically read it 2 3 years back, the stories still remain imprint within us. So, there are three stories, or to say, there are three books that basically live within me forever. They are the books that I'm telling you. The first book that basically I read is basically the better than the movies. I think I don't know how much time I've recommended it to anyone I see is that better than the movies is a classic rom-com book that you have to pick it. It's so good, it's so kiddish. Even basically I was reading, I can see my toes were curling. I was so much laughing out. It's such a fun read, and I literally think about having a vest every time when I want a vest in my life. So the second is that I basically that is Fourth Wing. I by chance took this book, Fourth Wing, and I had no idea that it was fantasy book because I wasn't a fantasy girl. I was like more like a rom-com, romantic one. But when I took it, I didn't knew that it would become my favorite. And this was this, you can see this much thing, but I finished it in 3 days. I was like consuming it day and night without stopping. So basically, even if I third book is released, but even I still thinking about Zayden, Violet, the both dragons, everyone. So it's literally impacted me. So the fourth book, I think I read it a while before. I think a year and a year before, most probably. And I don't know there is any book that basically literally every pages my tear was striking out, and I was like, oh my god, A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tilly Corey. And I don't know what to say. This book, I was literally crying at every pages. Every page was, I was like, looking my, I don't know why my tear glands were really working very good that day. So it was a kind of book for me in this one. And the fourth one is basically a recent read, but still it gets in my head sometimes. What if the character was I, and how would I have gone through that thing? That is Housemate. And literally, yeah, if if I was basically closed in a room for that, and if someone would have said to me that I have to pick out 100 hairs from my ears, I don't know how would I strive do that thing. And I'm like, oh my god, such a creepy. And I'm like, such a male dominated stereotype that they have shown it. They are, it is this. So these were the four books that basically lives within me, and time to time think about them. So I would like to know what are the books that basically lives in you. So you can write down in the comments and tell me which are the books that basically lives in your life and you have taken it, if even if it is a recent study or if it is your way back.